I'm Ina Man. Welcome to Higher Ground. Today we're tackling the debate around natural gas pipelines and the impact on First Nations communities in the province. We have an exclusive interview with Karen Ogan, chief of the Wet'suwet'en, one of the growing number of First Nations bands that have inked multi-million-dollar revenue sharing agreements with LNG companies and the provincial government. The Wet'suwet'en are located 2.5 hours west of Prince George, and the Coastal GasLink Pipeline is set to cross through their traditional territory. While a number of First Nations band remain firmly opposed to LNG projects and pipelines, others like the Wet'suwet'en have recognized they could have an enormous positive impact on the economic health of their members and will allow the band to invest in housing, health, and culture. Joining us today via Skype from Prince George is Chief Karen Ogan. Chief, please tell us a little bit about the Wet'suwet'en.
Our membership is about 242 members, and we have maybe 100 that live within the community, and the rest of the members live in the Lower Mainland, in Prince George, or some in Alberta.
Chief, you've been directly involved in negotiations with gas pipeline companies and the province. Tell us about the process.
You know, we've been meeting with our community members monthly since I got elected in my second term, and that was sort of my platform, that we would be consulting and negotiating with the province and the different pipeline companies to, you know, and making sure that we have the highest environmental standards, you know, that our community and our members expect, and also making sure that whatever the outcome is that it's proportionate to the impact in our communities and our territories. So, you know, we've been making sure that all of those pieces are intact before we made a deal with the province.
And Chief, that deal you recently made was for the Coastal GasLink Pipeline project. Have there been other deals as well?
The first one that was negotiated was the Pacific Trails Pipeline, and it was with what they call the First Nations Limited Partnership Group, which consists of the 15 First Nations from Haisla to West Moberly. Because of that first deal, we decided WFN was going to go it alone. We weren't going to go with the Tribal Council or any group, and so we made sure that we took what was given to us with the Pacific Trails Pipeline and used that as our benchmark.
So what did you get out of the Coastal GasLink deal?
You know, we wanted to make sure that what was given to us was meaningful. So there was additional funding given that hasn't been divvied out yet. So according to the deal was 2.8 million. And on top of that, what the province had given was $10 million per pipe. And that's to be divvied out between with the Coastal GasLink. I think there's 19 proponents. So $10 million, once the pipe's in the ground, the $10 million will be divvied out to those 19 First Nations.
And Chief, from what I understand, there is also a significant amount of funding for environmental stewardship and skills and training.
That's one of the things where we wanted to make sure that our people are getting the meaningful training, so that once the pipeline is built and in the ground, I want to have our nation be able to have trades under their belt so that it goes beyond the pipeline, the construction of the pipeline. I see it as a benefit to our nation, especially being a small nation, because we, you know, it's either we maintain the status quo and continue to live off of ANSI funds, which is the Aboriginal Affairs Northern Development Funds, which is minimal. So we see this as an opportunity that's going to help, you know, sustain our nation, and I think one of the keys to success is through education and training.
Chief, what's one of the biggest challenges you had getting to yes on this deal?
We've had to educate our members every month. When they hear the word pipeline, they automatically think oil. So we've had to continuously tell them that this is the gas pipeline, that these are the differences. It's been quite the learning curve. We've had to really learn about the gas pipelines and the impacts, and, you know, weigh the pros and cons, because at the end of the day, it was about what benefits can we have as a nation? How is it going to benefit our members?
And Chief, just how important are the benefits to your nation?
If we were to opt out of any pipeline deal, we would be just administering poverty. There's not enough revenue to go around to meet all of our needs. So we need to start doing something for ourselves, being able to stand on our own 2 feet economically, socially. When I'm done my term as chief, we're going to have everything in place so that our community can flourish and be self-sustaining, self-sufficient.
And that's it for Higher Ground this week. Make sure to visit our website at resourceworks.com, sign up for our e-newsletter, and don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. For ResourceWorks, I'm Mina Man. Thanks for watching.